From the students of the Department of Meteorology and Atmospheric Science, here is your Penn State Campus Weather Service forecast.
Good evening, everyone. I'm student meteorologist Gavin Sandel with your Wednesday evening CNET forecast. Taking a time-lapse view of Beaver Stadium for today, we started off very clear and very nice, though we did have some clouds in the mix in the late morning hours. Though as we go throughout the afternoon today, we are sitting currently at a temperature of 43 degrees with some nice pristine blue skies. Our winds right now aren't too bad, just 9 miles an hour coming out of the south-southwest. And those actually winds are bringing us nice warmer conditions for today, which is why we're seeing a good 43 degrees. That's about 5 degrees above the average for this time of year. And those blue skies are spelling the calm before the storm. Tomorrow we'll see some rain and snow possible due to a weakish low-pressure system that will traverse north of our area. But as we go into the weekend, well, with the exception of Saturday, which will be a very odd cold day, we will have a spring-like feel coming our way in just a moment. And speaking of temperatures and speaking of a spring-like feel, the western part of the state is seeing some beautiful conditions. 58 degrees in Pittsburgh. They're almost flirting with 60. Though as you go east, then you start to hit back to reality. 43 in State College. Still, though, above average. And the temperature change from yesterday, you could absolutely, that actually reflects that line. 9 degrees and 16 degrees above what they saw yesterday at this time in Erie and Pittsburgh. So let's take a look at the radar as well. Nothing shown really. Maybe some sprinkles as you go north towards Erie, but really as a whole there isn't much to be shown. You could see the, I guess, scattered nature of the rain and snow right now. There's a low pressure system kind of churning behind that banner, but really what it will set up to be will be tomorrow, and we might see some early morning snow showers coming with it, but then as we go throughout the entire rest of the day, this is the afternoon, and it'll change back over to rain. And then going into the evening hours, we might see some mix and maybe some snow in the high elevations of the state. But that really just, because we've had some nice warm conditions today, there won't be anything in the mix of accumulations. All of this should exit the region by 12 p.m. Friday. And like I said, snow, not really a major issue here in State College. Anything that falls will most likely fall on contact. But if you are in the north central to northeastern portions of the state, it's more of a nuisance kind of snowstorm coming your way. But really, as you go into the weekend, Saturday, you can see those winds coming from the north, bringing those nice cold conditions, but that will only be that one day. Going into Sunday, winds will shift, and then going into Monday as well, it'll be very nice. And the one thing that you have not seen these last 3 days is precipitation. We should look good for the end of the weekend. And also going into Tuesday, maybe a sprinkle or two. That will be our next chance of rain. And speaking of temperatures, let's take a look at this gigantic area of red. Really, the eastern two-thirds of the United States are going to be expecting some warmer than average conditions, and that bullseye is centered. It's a pretty big bullseye, but it's centered here on Pennsylvania. So beware. We might see some temperatures going into the 50s and 60s in the rest of the week next week. For tonight, though, we won't see anything close to that. 29 degrees will be your low, which is still a little bit above average. And then for tomorrow, that's when the drama will start. 42 degrees. That snow will come through early, but it'll be followed by the rain and 5 to 10 mile an hour winds in the wind department. Going into the 7-day forecast, like I said, tomorrow will be your main chance of precipitation. Friday, that stuff might linger, but Saturday, Sunday, and Monday all look good as you climb that temperature ladder. Tuesday and Wednesday, precipitation will be likely. With that, I'm student meteorologist Gavin Sandel. Enjoy the rest of your night.